once again, I would say natural reasoning is something innate in all of us, right?
Yeah.
But the whole natural law formulation, explanation is something that it came afterwards, right? I mean, it started with, in some way by the Greeks, Aristotle and all that. They already have some kind of recognition of that, but then it was more or less in a way systematized by St. Thomas of Aquinas, right? So it became a tradition, right? Natural tradition. And the beauty of this is that it applies to everyone.
Yeah.
It's not just Catholics. It's everyone who is of human nature. That's why I call it natural law, because of a common human nature, will have felt this obligation to obey this way of behaving. So it doesn't matter if you are in Africa or in Asia or in Europe, you would always feel that this is wrong, right? So, I mean, one example of natural law, for example, is, I mean, the more grievous or obviously controversial ones at one time were, for example, slavery.
Yeah.
How do we reason that slavery is wrong? Because it was practiced by many, many nations and countries and cultures for many years, up till even the last century. So the natural law reasoning would basically say that, okay, if slavery is good, then everybody would want to be a slave or wouldn't have any trouble being a slave. So, I mean, slavery is wrong by natural reasoning because you say that I want to own slave. I mean, those who proposes slavery would say that I want to own slaves, but I won't ever want to be a slave.
That's right.
So there is kind of like a logic, intrinsic logic in that. Because if slavery is good, then you wouldn't mind being a slave, right?
Yeah.
But nobody wants to be a slave. That means that there's something intrinsically wrong or unfair, unjust in that system, right?